If you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe and become part of this community. Oh, and also, go cop that fresh merch and listen to my new album in the description.
Let's talk about NLE Choppa's new album, Me vs. Me. This has been announced and been in the talks for such a long time, and he just delayed it. So today I wanted to go over everything we know about this album so far, the reason he delayed this, and what we can expect from this new record, especially looking at his evolution as an artist. So let's jump straight into it. So we got the announcement for this album a while back, and for the longest time we were thinking that we were going to get this on the 17th of December, obviously, so last Friday. And I think even before that it was scheduled for the 10th, but then got pushed back to the 17th, and now it got pushed back to January. And the reason why, he said in a new tweet, in this tweet he said that I'm dropping January 14th because I didn't have mixes ready, features cleared and video shot for the 17th of December. Not trying to rush my project out, but January 14th is a for sure date. So he's saying that we're for sure gonna get it on the 14th. I wouldn't, take that 100% seriously because he's pushed it back twice so far, so maybe that'll happen again. But it seems like now he chose a longer time to still work on the project, get everything ready, all the details. So I do think that that is a pretty, solid statement. Just a couple of, basic facts. We got the album cover, which represents this Me versus Me, theme and just stuff that you want to talk about. We got an old version of Choppa on the right side and a new version on the left side, and he's basically on this album trying to improve himself, be a better person, and everything that he always, just on social media also promotes, which I do think is a pretty good thing. Now, y'all know that Choppa went through a really interesting evolution as an artist. I talked about him back when From Dark to Light dropped, when all of a sudden he transitioned from that very hard and aggressive and violent, rap that he was famous for to this new, smoother and more peaceful version of himself, talking a lot about very spiritual themes and stuff like that, which didn't really do too well for him commercially. So while after he switched back to this original style, but this time with a bit more mature and retrospective and introspective lyrics, which I do like to see. For example, I also made a video back when he dropped that Pound Cake freestyle remix, which I thought was amazing. I thought that showcased a very mature side of him. I thought that he also performed very well on there, and I do hope that we see more of that on this new album. We have a couple of singles for this thing so far. First of all, we have that jumping track with Polo G on it, which I really like. I thought the two of them went really hard on there, and again they collaborated on Unapologetic off of Polo G's new album Hall of Fame 2.0 after that, and the combo is just really dope. Final Warning is another track we got. I remember this was one of the first tracks that he came back with after transitioning back to that violent and aggressive style, and I think that one did really well. The video got like millions of views, so that was a really good one. IYB as well, dropped only a couple of months ago, I believe, or a couple of weeks ago. That one did pretty well as too. Funny name, but that dropped in August, I believe, also in that same style of just that aggressive Choppa that I think a lot of people like, and I think a lot of people are happy to have back again on this record, and I think that's exactly what he wants to do with this thing, kind of reintroduce himself, go bigger in terms of numbers and in terms of features. Dirk is, for example, rumored to be on here, DaBaby, G Herbo, so a lot of, names that will get him a lot of attention. He also dropped a single very recently, only last week I think, Drop Shit. It sounds pretty cool. I like the single. It's nothing crazy, but I do like the single, so I'm excited for what the album has to bring. I don't expect anything like crazy, classic, life-changing from this, but I think it's gonna be great for the people that just missed that version of NLE Choppa ever since he, went, transformed into NLE Chakra or whatever he was calling himself back then. He is out here saying very confidently that this album will be very good. For example, he tweeted, "If you don't think I'm one of the best in this shit, you're going to reconsider on January 14th, hashtag me versus me. So being very confident about what he, has to offer on this new record, saying that he will be considered one of the best. We're going to have to see with that. I don't think from the single so far that we can say that that is, like one of the best, one of the GOATs of this generation. But it's NLE. He has his own lane, he has his own style, and I think that he's just going to, cement that on this new record as well and just reassure people that he is there, he is back, and he's just doing his thing. He also, was on Twitter a couple of days ago only and said, who y'all want to hear on this? Tape dropping January 14th. So it's not like he has all the songs finished. And, you got to consider that this tweet came out 4 days before he was originally going to drop on the 17th. So it seems like he's still in the process of being able to add a couple of features on here and still finish this thing up. So it's not done by any means. But as he said, he just had mixes to get cleared, videos to shoot, because he is obviously very big on videos. That's one of his main ways to promote his music, one of the main ways that he originally got to that level of success and attention through millions of clicks on YouTube. And so he's going to capitalize off of that, obviously, still going into the future. That's very big for him. And I think we're going to get a lot of music videos for this thing. We've got, videos for all of the singles so far. Still a couple of features that got to get cleared. I want that Lil Durk feature. I want that. I think it was for the track Walk 'Em Down 2 that Durk was supposed to be on. We also was supposed to get a Famous Hoes 2 on here and Shot of Flow 6. So that's going to be cool because those are obviously classics among his fan base. So I think that this album is just going to be a great NLE album. I liked his debut studio album, Top Shotta. I think that showcased a lot of his artistic versatility, and I was surprised by also his lyrical maturity on a lot of the tracks. And I think since then he's just gone through more and more of a artistic evolution and becoming more of his own artist and just cementing his own style and his own spot in hip-hop. So I'm looking forward to this thing. And I think also his general ubiquitous theme of self-improvement and just wanting to be better, a lot of the spiritual stuff maybe mixed in as well in a lighter version of it than we saw on From Dark to Light. I think that's going to make for an amazing album, and it's not going to be, as I said, like a classic or like a Twisted Fantasy, but it is going to be a solid NLE album. So yeah, NLE Choppa dropping his new album, Me Versus Me, on January 14th now. After, pushing it back twice, we can finally expect it to drop then. We have, I think it's 4 or 5 singles so far that you can listen to, get in the mood for the album, and then we're just going to have to wait and see what he has. But I'm pretty positive for this. So yeah, now I want to know what you think about this. Are you excited for this? What do you think about the single so far? What features do you still want to see on here? And do you think we're going to get it on the 14th, or is it still going to be pushed back? All of that, let me know in the comments down below.
If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media and blog down in the description. It really helps me out. Until the next one, y'all have an incredible day, and y'all take care.